following presentation of the National Football League.
Sideline, their head coach. These guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like Central Cast and Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll when he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Nick's going to tap this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Tyree Wilson on the stop.
Now it's Nix. They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll work down inside the 45. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
4th down. A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 51 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 30-yard line.
Nick's going to tap this forward. Oh, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Brought down back at the 32.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Nix to the air. And that will be incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw, Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball right. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up third down.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field.
We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Here comes third and about a foot.
A gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
Geno now to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
Formation for the Raiders.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Throwing Nix. That's caught one more time by Boyd. Third down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Here's Nix.
And the Raiders have got him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10.
From the gun, here's Smith.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
A gain of 4.
Throwing now is Geno. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. Now Smith.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now a second and 10.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders.
Now Geno.
Now he's caught downfield. It's Besh.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
First down. A gain of 27.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Here's second and 10.
Smith.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now it's Smith.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try the air now with Smith.
That's to Bash over the middle.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw is Smith. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4.
A loss of 9 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try to get some points.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
The Raiders offense ready to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Raiders.
Smith going to try and run with it.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, Smith.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll take it at the 42. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Broncos. 1st down.
On play action, here's Nix.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Now it's Nix.
Towards the target, and he has it over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, here's Nix.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
So out come the Raiders.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That one too wide and incomplete.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Gets this to Myers. For the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Shifts past him at the 45.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for an Oakland first down.
Smith's going to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A shotgun snap for Smith.
Very quick throw. He's got Myers.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Geno down to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people to football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
46-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And it'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Smith to throw.
That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Raider first down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Looking to put a drive together. Now a first throw here in overtime.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's Nix. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will be out of bounds here, but that will take precious seconds off the clock on a play that will wind up going for no gain. Nix to the air.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Raiders, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.